Got a brand new series I want to start today. I'm actually going to join you on that side of the table. All right guys, I'm actually on this side of the table because we're going to be counting through this deck, and so let's get a little better angle here for you. By the way, I have a real table. I don't know if you knew that or not. I made this myself. Quite the project, but this is going to be a counting series where we're going to get progressively faster. I have one deck of cards here, and I'm also going to get out my timer. All right, so I got my timer over here. I think this is going to be helpful to be on this side of the table, as when I'm flipping the cards over, you're going to be able to see them kind of from my point of view, as opposed to, you know, upside down when I was on that side of the table. All right, so as always, let's give these a little bit of a shuffle, and as I do that, I'll kind of explain what we're doing. I think that was terrible. I think we're going to maybe monthly, unless you guys want it more often, we're going to count through this starting with slow to fast, right? I think we're going to do kind of 60 seconds or under, 50 seconds or under, 40 second, 30 second, and then 20 seconds. So that's 5, 60, 50, 40, 30, and 20. And then you can kind of tell me where you're at each month if you're progressing with your card counting abilities, all right? Also, at the end of this video, I want to talk about a couple things, why it's even helpful to go fast, as well as one other thing you might want to stick around for at the end. All right, so these are nice and shuffled up here. We're going to take out 2 cards, so we have a little bit of variation as opposed to just one like I've done in the past. Got a poker chip from over there. All right, I'm kind of off to the side because my tripod's in the way, so I apologize about that. But we can hit start like normal. Over here, are you guys ready? This is going to be 60 seconds, right around there, maybe slightly less. Ready? Let's go. All right, so slightly less than 60 seconds. What is your count? Let's see if you were right or not. All right, so this was 0, so you should have also ended at 0. All right, I'm gonna hit reset, give the cards a quick shuffle. Okay, and then once again, let's take out 2 cards. So if you're able to do that last one, you should be able to progress to this one as well. This one's gonna be closer to 50 seconds. We got our 1 second delay and start. All right, so again, just a little bit less than 50 seconds. I again have us at 0. And yeah, we have another high card and a low card, so we were correct. All right, let's get it shuffled up for the next round. Okay, give it some cuts. Take out 2 cards. There we go. Whoa, got cards going everywhere. All right, throw us underneath the poker chip here. And this time we're gonna get closer to 40 seconds. Again, if you were able to do those last 2, hopefully you can do this one as well. Hopefully I can manage the cards. And go. Okay, I always had a count of +1 this time. So these should be worth -1. So we need a neutral and a high card. And yep, we got a neutral 8 and a high card with the queen. So my count was right. Hopefully you guys were. Okay, this time we're going to try to do it right at 30 seconds. Okay, take out 2 cards. Try not to make a mess this time. Put those underneath the poker chip. All right. Right at 30 seconds, this is kind of the maximum time that card counters should be at. So you might start at those first few, but eventually you want to get to at least this one, if not the next couple that we're going to do. And go. All right, again, what's your count? I was at 1, so same thing as last time. We need a neutral and a high card. Yep, got a 7, neutral, and an ace for the high card there. So my count was right. All right, this is where it starts to get fast. Now we're going to do 20 seconds. And for this one, I might need to be tilted a little bit. My tripod again is in the way here, so I apologize. But I think you should be able to get there. All right, we got 1 and 2. Take those out. We're going to be moving on this one. Again, I'm not going to say it out loud. That's your job. Are you ready? Oops, reset and go. Okay, what's your count? I got us at 0. So this has to be either a high and a low or 2 neutrals. And it was a high and a low card. All right, now just to prove it to you that I'm not messing around or anything like that, I will do this last one as fast as I can. Now again, I am sideways, but I'm going to say it out loud so you can see that as those cards come, I am also counting and you can hear what's going on in my head. All right, so let's do this. Take out 1 here, 1 here. I'll keep them flat on the table. Put them underneath the poker chip. Square up my cards. And reset. As I'm doing this, let me know down below in the comments which level were you able to get to. I'd love to hear kind of your guys' progress. Also, how often do you want me to do this? I'm thinking at least monthly, if not maybe bi-weekly or every 2 weeks or so. All right, ready, and I'm gonna say it out loud this time. Go. We have D1, D2, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D4, D5, D4, D5, D4, D3, D2, D1, 0, 1, 0, D1, D2, D1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, D1, D2. All right, so D2, interesting. So we need 2 low cards this time. D2, and yeah, it was. All right, so 2 low cards get us back to 0. All right, the other thing I said I was going to mention at the end of this video, let me get these out of the way, is it's currently time to shop for Christmas presents. All right, and if you are into blackjack and you want maybe a significant other or someone in your family to buy you some Christmas presents, this is what I would suggest. First off, discard trays. If you go to Casino Supply, hopefully you can see that on the camera. If you go to Casino Supply, I might even throw up a QR code on the screen for you. You can get these right now with 10% off your whole order using code A1BJ. That is my code that works for 10% off anything there, whether you get chips, like my chip tray over there, even cut cards. I find these are super helpful as opposed to what I would do before, which was just kind of turn a card upside down. Yeah, that works, but cut cards are a little bit better. Shoes, the Aladdin cards are my favorite. It has a nice texture to them, as opposed to, there's a different one that I also have that I like the numbers on. They're the jumbo ones, and the numbers and the pips look good. However, the back is flat. These ones, the Aladdin cards, do have a little bit of texture, which I really like. Shoes, discard trays, cut cards, all things you might want to purchase at casinosupply.com. Check out the link in the pinned comments, and you can use my code A1BJ for your entire order to get 10% off. All right, guys, Merry Christmas. Until next time, this is A1 Blackjack.